You're trying to break through and scale your business. You've probably been trying for quite a while. You've probably tried almost everything, like I did. But the thing is, guys, over 99% of businesses fail. Why is that? This isn't the Olympics. You don't have to be born with something in order to succeed. It's not the high jump. It's knowledge. There's something that over 99% of businesses are not doing, so that they're failing, that the businesses that are winning and succeeding are doing. And the thing is, guys, I went to Stanford University. I'm close personal friends with a lot of founders of all kinds of businesses, from what was the world's second biggest affiliate marketer to the founder of Instagram. And we're very good at studying. And what we found, this is on the leading edge of consumer psychology, is that all those businesses that are not commodities businesses, that are breaking through and scaling, are doing one thing. I know it doesn't look like they're doing the same thing, but we're about to dive into that, show you how to do it, show you how to break through and scale so that you can reach your dreams the same way that it allowed me to. I'm excited about that, and I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you're a man between about your mid-30s and mid-50s, then this in particular will apply to you and will help you break through and scale your business. I'm Dak, and I wrote Entrepreneurship Solved because there wasn't any kind of complete enough guide out there to make sure that anybody that wanted to break through and scale their business could do so. Whether you're selling physical products from home or from a drop shipper on any platform, or you're an online coach, maybe you're a physical fitness coach, maybe you teach people how to trade stocks, maybe you teach people how to improve their own lives, maybe you teach them how to hunt mushrooms, or maybe you have a physical store, maybe you run a local store or studio, maybe you're an affiliate marketer, anything where you need to accumulate a lot of customers, even a YouTuber. This is exactly what all of the businesses that are doing that have a large customer base, from Starbucks to Whole Foods to Facebook to Tony Robbins, are doing to be so successful and scale so much. Now, if you're an oil company and you sell a commodity, this probably isn't for you. But for almost everybody else watching, this one thing is exactly how all of the businesses in your shoes are breaking through and scaling. And there really just is not another way to do it. They're all doing some form of the same thing, and I'm going to show you why and how. Yo, Gary V, what's up, man? Hey, I got a question. How do I break through and scale my business? I've been trying everything. Well, first you got to eat a lot of blueberries. I eat blueberries like it's my job. It saves so much time. All you motherfuckers out there, you're just wasting so much time eating. Okay, that's great, but beside the blueberries, then what should I do? Okay, so you're gonna make content for the next 3 years and you're gonna put it on TikTok. See, everybody's on TikTok. It's all about the attention. And you just keep putting it up there and keep making content, and then people are gonna love it. It's gonna scale. Eventually you're gonna do something that hits and it's just gonna scale, man. Content. It's about the content. Just don't buy the New York Jets, because that's for me. Don't buy the New York Jets. It's my thing. Content. Isn't that kind of just guessing? It is. Without diving into my entire story, which you don't want to hear just yet, I ran a business that did over 7 figures when I was pretty young. Then I tried to switch businesses and start something that was more scalable in a bigger market, and it just didn't work. I wound up spending all of my money and basically literally going broke. I then was stuck for over 3 years on that. It was absolutely terrible. And that was despite the fact that I went to Stanford, that I know all these top Silicon Valley entrepreneurs I could ask at any time, that I read everything by Russell Brunson and Gary Vaynerchuk and all that. What I want to show you now, starting right now and in the book Entrepreneurship Solved, is how I got unstuck and how being in that position showed me the solution to almost every problem you might be facing, because I went through it all. So what is this one thing that basically all successful businesses are doing that basically all the failures are not doing?
Is it some trick? Is it something complicated? No, it's a concept. It's a way of doing things. Effectively, all the successful businesses, whether they're Facebook or Starbucks or anybody, they're all using the tools at hand, which are different for each business, to create relationships with customers and then do that in a way that they can scale it. So they're not just presenting their products. They're using multiple exposures and a lot of time of exposure to create relationships. Now let me ask you, in your business efforts or what you're thinking about doing, do you have a way to use tools to connect with customers on a different level than all of your competitors? Because if you don't, you're one of the ones who's not doing this one thing, or you were about to be. And that's why we're giving away the first part of the book for free, because you can dive in and learn a lot about this directly. Because don't you hate it when people are like, sign up for my thing and I'll give you this free star chart, and you're like, thanks, dick, I don't need a star chart, that's irrelevant. That's not what this is. The book was long enough, we just cut off the beginning and just give it to you. Why? Because that helps form a relationship, and to make sure that you don't go down that same road that the 99+% of failures go down, because it has to be done this way. If you don't do it this way, I hate to say it, but you're screwed. If you don't do it this way, you can go out and study all the businesses in the world. If you're not doing this and you're not in a commodities business, you're screwed. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. And we don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. If you're motivated enough to be here watching this, I don't want that for you. I know some people are going to get offended by this, but guess what? I'm not talking to you. You guys can go and watch another YouTube video. I don't really care. But for the people that do care, this could potentially change your life. And I guarantee it will change your life if you use it properly and if you engage with it and if you just do the work. That's all it takes. Knowledge, creativity, and work.
And what is that one thing, you ask? Emu farming. They use 1/5 as much land as cattle, they're adorable, they're super friendly, and they fly. What's that? They don't fly? And they don't even fly. Their milk makes you fly. No, don't farm emus. Disregard everything he said.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you why I'm so excited and passionate about bringing this to you. So first off, if you want everything in my bank account, every last dollar in my bank account, what you want is this. I never did a stint as a hedge fund manager. All of my money, everything in my bank account, came from being an entrepreneur. And all of that came from my knowledge, which I put all of that into Entrepreneurship Solved. Every action that I took came from my knowledge and put all of that into Entrepreneurship Solved. You can see, guys, this is not some little like pamphlet. This is, by the way, this is not the book. This is the free first 10 chapters that we'll send you. And look, this is not some like sparse giveaway thing. This is the real deal first 10 chapters, probably a lot more than that, of the actual book. And I put some of my best stuff into this because first off, you need to understand the picture first. Second off, I don't like wasting time. I went to Stanford. I'm an overachiever. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. Some of the absolute best stuff is right here. If you want everything that's in my bank account, you want this. If you want every experience that I've had, you've seen some of them, and there have been a lot more. If you want all the same experiences as me, you want this, because this is how I got those. If you want to know the celebrities that I know, you want this, because this is how I met them. All of it comes back to the knowledge in here. Now, what's in here? First off, attention. I get 5 to 10 times as much attention, 5 to 10 times as much attention on the things that I do as my competitors do. Don't believe me? This video gets 65+% of people to watch the first 20 to 30 seconds. 65%. You know what the average is for my competitors? About 7. Sometimes 12, sometimes 3, depends on a few factors. So I get 10 times as much attention as my competitors. That means 10 times as many people stop and engage with what I'm doing as my competitors. Now let's say we could get you 5 times what you're doing right now and 5 times what your competitors are doing. 5 times as many people stop and engage with what you're doing. Think about it, imagine it. What is that going to do for your business? In theory, you should get about 5 times more business, first off. Doesn't usually work that way, but shouldn't be too far off. Imagine you could get 5 times as many people to stop and engage with what you're doing as your competitors. Imagine it. What is that going to do for your business? How do I do that? Psychology. So I am an incredible entrepreneur, but I am one of the world's best practical psychologists. Is at the leading edge, how we grab attention is at the leading edge of our understanding of human behavior. It's the very cutting edge. But we've finally gotten there, and I use that. Guess what? It's actually not that complicated of a process. It's one of the first things we talk about right here in the first 10 chapters of the book. So you're gonna get that. It's right here. That huge secret, just give it to you. 5 times as many people, 10 times as many people engaging with your stuff just from using that. It's not that difficult. Then we're going to talk about engagement. After you have attention, you need engagement. So we're going to talk about that. That gives you time. How do you form relationships? You spend time with people, right? It's the same thing here. You want to form scalable relationships? Spend time with people in a scalable manner. You need engagement for that. Then we're going to talk about irresistible offers. Again, that's all here in the first 10 chapters that we'll send you. Creating irresistible offers. If you've got a relationship with somebody, a buying relationship, then they will buy if you put an irresistible offer in front of them. I'm sure that you have companies that you like buying from. You haven't bought everything from them, right? Because not everything that they sell is an irresistible offer for you. So we're going to show you how to create irresistible offers so that people will buy once you've got that relationship. You need the relationship or they won't buy. If somebody came up to you on the street and had an irresistible offer, when was the last time you bought something like that? A complete unknown entity gave you an irresistible offer and you bought it. Probably sometimes, but like very, very rarely. Like once in the last year, something like that. I don't know. Now, how often do you buy from entities that you know when the things are just like, oh, kind of cool? Probably quite a bit. So then you put an irresistible offer into that. That's what you need. That will break you through and scale you. Now we're going to email this to you, guys. You're going to click, and then you're going to give us your email, and we're going to send it to you by email. We're going to send it to you by email. Why? Because you're not just getting the free 10 chapters of the book here. You're also getting a little mini course that runs about a week on how to build scalable relationships on each step of it. Now, if we put all that into this video, it'd be hours long. And you can imagine trying to put all this into this video, it'd be hours long. Also, it's in a sequence, so we got to email it to you. Now, I run a startup company with venture capital backing. I don't have time to write a bunch of emails, so we send you about a week's worth of emails, and then that's it, nothing else. We definitely do not sell emails or anything like that. I don't have time for that, and that's not a very big business, especially compared to what I'm doing in my day job. So, you're going to give us an email, we're going to send that to you. The last thing in here that I really want to talk about, one of my favorite stories ever that you've never heard, how Che Guevara with 8 people took over an entire country with tanks and planes and everything. It was only Che Guevara and 8 people took over Cuba. Now, put all of his politics aside, whether or not he's a great person, I am not defending him whatsoever, but it's one of the most unbelievable stories you've ever heard, and is one of the most unbelievable stories of entrepreneurship you've ever heard. How do you think they did it? Forming scalable relationships that were centered around taking action. So by the time you read that story, which is like the first thing we talk about in here, you're going to understand the basis for how you're going to break through and get to scalable. And then we're going to go through how specifically to do each piece. Now, scalable to me is at least $300,000 a year of profit. All these other people are talking about 7-figure revenue business, this, that. That's revenue. 7-figure business, they're talking revenue. I mean, at least $300,000 a year of profit. That's scalable to me. That's what I want to get for you. Now, by at least, I mean up to 10 million, maybe 15 million. Beyond that, we're talking like corporation. But between 300,000 and 10 or 15 million a year in profit. That's what we're talking about getting for you. All you got to do is give us an email so that we can send that to you. Pretty easy, right?
Do you really want to be an entrepreneur like this? It's all I can afford to eat today. I better save the rest for tomorrow.
So this right here, this is the free first 10 chapters of the book that you can get right now if you just give us an email and tell us where to send it. You see, this is great information. This is not some just free giveaway kind of a thing. This is the beginning of the book, and we're gonna dive into exactly how to do all this. But 2 things, guys. First off, you really, really, really need to start right now, because this is the easiest time to talk to people, to form relationships, and to get sales there's been in a long time. Why? Because people are bored. And that doesn't happen much in the modern world. The second thing is that you have to form relationships in order to create profitable, scalable sales. We'll talk over and over and over again about why it has to be that way, but when you accept that and you do it, it will change your life. It will change your business. Everything will change for you. You just have to form relationships. Otherwise, it's like running up to somebody on the street who's never seen you before and being like, buy this, buy this, buy this. It's the greatest thing ever. Could be the greatest thing ever. You're going to freak them out. They're not going to buy it. But if you form a relationship, and then if you have an irresistible offer, you're going to create scalable sales. What's an irresistible offer? Now, I like this. Russell Brunson just talked about this. Would you buy this phone, my phone, for $1,000? It's got a crack because I was just doing this demonstration recently. It's got a crack right there. Would you buy this for $1,000? I'm sure you wouldn't. But now think of this. I'm close college friends with Kevin Systrom, the founder of Instagram. Imagine if you could get something in front of Kevin Systrom, the founder of Instagram. Everybody he knows, he's a billionaire. What would that do for your business? What could he help you do? I'm also close friends with Michaela Schifrin, multiple-time Olympic gold medalist with over 1 million followers, rabid followers on Instagram. I'm also friends with Lindsey Vohn's brother, another Olympic gold medalist. You've probably heard of her. What could they do if they were associated with your business? Another friend of mine, Nick Lippin, is the manager for Matchbox 20. He can get you in contact with Matchbox 20. Well, guess what? You can talk to all of them from my phone. All of my customers, they're in my email. All of my notes, everything I know about business, it's on my phone. Now imagine what you could do with this. Would you pay $1,000 for that? Plus the phone? $2,500? I bet some of you would pay $25,000 because you know exactly what you would do along with the founder of Instagram, or with Lindsey Vonn, or with these other people. That's an irresistible offer. This changes everything when you know what's really involved in it, when you know why it's exceptional. It has to be the right offer. You combine that with a relationship and you will sell. But you gotta get started right now. You do not want to let this period in time when people are bored and it's so easy to talk to them go by. You want to seize that. And you don't want to be wasting your time and your money anymore. You want to break through. Do it the way that all successful businesses do. Break through, make it happen, and make it happen now. Go and just tell us where to send this, and we'll send it to you right now. You get started, and we'll show you exactly how to do all of that, how to break through. And I will tell you right now, this will be the most valuable, most helpful, free thing you ever get in your entire life. And I'll bet you, if it isn't, you can send me all the nasty, angry emails ever that I wasted your time and you tried reading it. But if it is, you all have to email me and tell me how cool and handsome and awesome I am. Fair enough? This will change your life. There's everything just in here that some of you need to make millions. Yes, as you continue through the book, after this part, it will help you speed that up. But this will be the most valuable free thing you ever get in your whole life. It will change your life. Get it now, don't wait. All right, again guys, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click and then you're gonna give us an email to send this to you. Again, this is the first 10 chapters. You're gonna give us an email. We're gonna send this to you in email form along with the week-long mini course on how to build scalable relationships, which is basically my best stuff right there. But we're trying to form relationships and a network with you guys. We want to form a network with successful entrepreneurs. That's our goal. So you're going to click through, give us your email. We're going to send you this and the mini course. Sound good? I think best offer you're going to see this year, maybe the best offer you're going to see in your whole life. Like, I can't explain to you what I would give even just for the first 10 chapters here, you know, say 6 years ago. Would give anything for that. Phenomenal, phenomenal thing that we're giving here, guys. Seriously. So just click, give us an email, and we'll send it straight to you.